Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, gonna be Terror versus Piano here on Outsider. Top side, gonna be Terror, our pink Zerg player, and the bottom gonna be a yellow Terran. It is Piano. So I think Terror is the more accomplished player, but Piano is an up-and-coming Terran player. This is on patch 1.16, so it means it was played somewhere between 2009 and 2016 or so. So, I don't know. Maybe calling Piano an up-and-coming Terran just doesn't fit anymore, right? Right. Okay, so Terror the Overlord here on Outsider. That's right, Terry. You're flying. You're flying now. What's up, dude? Gonna see a little Ursidon trapped on this high ground. No way of getting off because Ursidons, unfortunately, are not able to jump. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that stuff? Ah, poor thing. Yes, I know you're worried about the Ursidon. There's nothing for him to eat up there. He has no friends. He's very lonely. It's just the life sometimes of a critter in a StarCraft game. Just saying, man. So it's either an overpool or a hatch first tier for Terror on Outsider, the map where Protoss makes carriers against Zerg, the only one. But it's a TVZ, not a PVZ. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, Barracks coming up quite nicely here. Nothing too crazy. No command center first plays on this 3-player map. None whatsoever. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be hatch first to Reno. So there we go. I'm going to be about 12 supply here. Here we go. 12 supply. Bam. Hatch down. And this drone is for the scouting. It's going to go where Terry isn't going. Is how this is going to work. So... another barracks on the way. 2 racks opening, no gas here. Some very big pressure here from Piano. Under the name Milky Berry. I got this replay off of Team Liquid, which I do generally trust when it comes to their player names in the replay files, even if it's a name in-game that I don't recognize. So yeah, either way, he's got 300 APM. It's a pretty darn decent Terran player for sure. And a 2 racks opening versus a hatch first is pretty dangerous for Terror. We'll see if he's going to be able to do this or not. If he can get some pressure on, maybe even force a cancel. If Piano can force a cancel on this hatch, that'd be sick. Ooh. We going to do a bunker? We going to do a bunker here. 3 SCVs come off the line. They're like, don't come in. Don't come in. Wow, look at that. He really thinks this is a bunker rush. Oh, and it is, because he sees all the SCVs coming in, a couple Marines. Thanks for Terror the Overlord for scouting that information out. So yeah, Terror recognized this before I did, because he's the professional here. But we got there eventually, so yo, what an opening. This is so much lost mining time for Terror. It's insane, but he's going to kill all the Marines. Once he's done that, he doesn't need to fight these SCVs at all. Gonna pull back, gonna make some Zerglings here to fight too. Are the SCVs still coming? I guess the SCVs are still coming, man. This Marine, oh, he gets surrounded. Excellent micro from Terror. Like, insanely good. A couple drones died here, too. It's 14 to 11 workers. Gonna try to get up a sunken. This Marine's trying to fight it up. The Lings show up, though. Finally, Lings slightly delayed because of the hatch first opening. The Lings are like, must run past the SCVs and kill the Marines. That's the real threat here. Marine down, Marine down. And, in fact, another Marine very dead. Hey, buddy, what you running for? He's gonna get stabbed in the back of the face. More Marines coming. This is... Yeah, man, he's just making 2 Marines at a time. He is not expanding. He is not taking gas. This is nuts. This is really crazy for him right now. Fight. Fight harder. This is not working for Piano at all. There's a sunken up back home now. Your bunker rush dreams are done. You lost so much mining time yourself because your SCVs were off the line forever. Finally getting a refinery. No second base coming up here. And man, Piano's just continuing this pressure. Dude! We don't get this very much on the channel. We don't get a lot of super aggressive openings because usually the game ends before it gets to the point where I'm going to cast it. But I mean, is this cheese? Is this cheese? I don't know. Sunkens. Yeah, 1 sunken. Okay, gonna really help you in this fight against these SCVs because SCVs are better fighters than drones are because they don't heal up at all. But yeah, I mean, sunken fighting against the Marines kills 1. The other one has not taken any hits. It is 15 to 14 workers. Terra's done a good job of replacing drones and spending resources to make a sunken or 2 here. The Marines are not still making, or sorry, the barracks are not still producing Marines, so I think it's time to maybe expand here Oh, just kidding. We're back into Marine production. Cool. Maybe throw up a bunker back home? I don't know. I'm just trying to think. This is the craziest aggressive opening that I've seen in a long time. This is super, super good stuff. Oh, and a third hatch coming in here too from Terror. All right, so I think Terror might be fine. Piano went for the early 2 racks play, tried to get in there, tried to mess with the Zerg player Terror, but Terror held. Did he lose some drones? Yes. Did he lose some mining time? Yes. Can he win the game right now? No. He can't get up this ramp, but he can deny the expansion for a little bit of time here. Again, not that that's what's happening here, because there's a factory on the way. Yeah, Piano's like, nah, man, it's cool. It's cool. Let's get a factory. And Terra says, yeah, you keep one base in it, friend. I'm going to get 3 bases up. I'm going to get into some lurkers, probably. Maybe some mutalisks, too. Really just ruin your day. That's what I'm here for, Terra says. That is 100%. Anywho, what do we got here? Lair coming in. Yeah, that Mutalisk tech is definitely in play for sure. Lings recognizing, okay, there might be a time where denying the natural is going to be too hard for just us to do. So maybe go around, check for ninjas. That Piano might be trying to set up here. He's not. I mean, Piano's entire world is right here. Oh, he kills Terry, though. Fare thee well, Terry. Fare thee well indeed. But yeah, Lair, drone. Metabolic boost getting researched. Finally here, supply blocked is Terror. A little bit careless. He could have kept this Overlord up here and been just fine. But wanted to get in for a deeper scout and paid for it for sure. Yeah, he'd really love to know, wouldn't he? Terror would love to know if there was a command center being built, like right here or right here. But he doesn't know that it's a 1 base. Science facility? Dude, this is the 1 basiest of 1 base Terran plays we've seen in a very long time on the channel. Engineering bay coming in. I mean, we did recently have a cast, I think you guys have seen that one already, but featuring 4GG versus Stork, where Stork 1-based it like crazy for the first few minutes, and it was definitely, yeah, it's definitely a Protoss thing to do. We see that more often, but man, Terran, just hardcore. Natural bases are for lesser men, is what Piano says. I'm making fire bats, I'm getting all the way up to science vessels and going for drops too. Loving that. Yeah, additional Sunkens coming in because he is going for Spire and he needs some defense on the ground. You're not going to have any lurkers for that, so it's got to be Sunkens and it's got to be Lings to try to deal with that stuff. But maybe just a feint. Maybe that was just Piano being like, no, I'm not going to attack your front door, but how about I attack your third? Which these Lings say, okay, we better have something to defend this third base. There's 1 Sunken there. That's probably not enough. So we're going to send some Lings down just to make sure this is not easily harassable. The Sunken will cover this backside of the minerals, too. Quite nicely, actually. Look at these. Oh, look at these Lings. They're like, hey, unload here. I have a coughing fit as I laugh there. That gets completely shut down. Uh-oh. So Terror monster mode right now. He's making 9 Mutalisks at a time. It's a 1-basing Terran. It was a pretty aggressive attempt. There was really hardly any damage done at all there from our Terran player, Piano, and I think that's going to be all she wrote, man. 11 mutas on the way, getting marine attack range, infantry weapons coming in. I mean, there's science vessels in production here, and there's a dropship that's alive, so, like, there's some tools. There are some tools here for Piano to stay alive. He's getting some turrets up. He recognizes the mutas are the threat. If there's no lurkers out by this stage of the game, it's definitely Los Mutalisks. And a 4th base, too? Oh, man. Okay, so Mutaflock, not 9 of them yet. Oh, there we go. 9 of them, all stacked up quite nicely. Muta getting a shot off on that dropship there. The Lings are inside the house, though. And Ling Muta is exponentially harder to deal with than just Mutalisk. Because the Marines don't like getting chewed on. But, you know, Piano's holding. Holding here. There might be a tiny window here. Might be a tiny window here in which Maybe Piano can hold this attack without losing too much stuff, but no. Not at all. It is 57 to 45 total supply. Lings and medics are getting absolutely eviscerated here, just completely demolished. Muta count isn't what it used to be, but it is still 7. It is still 6. SCV is not really dying, which is cool. Yeah, this is a problem. There's no anti-air at all here. There's one turret to the right side. Marines keep popping out and then dying, but this turret getting some hits is nice. This Muta harass is something else. It is second level stuff, man. Scourge trying to deal with the science vessels. They get one of them, and then can the Mutas kill the other one? Here, irradiate's on the way, but will it be able to be used? Yes, the science vessel stays alive, but this is a 4-basing terror. The 4th base isn't really saturated, but hey, it's at least a 3.1 basing terror versus a 1 basing Piano. Not good. C'est pas bon. C'est pas bon. Gonna go for lurkers. Neat stuff. I guess the French reminds me of, I've been watching Jack Ryan season 1 on Amazon Prime, which has been pretty good. Enjoyed it so far. And they go to France, and they work very closely with the French police, and they all speak with the French accents, and they all smoke cigarettes. And it's like, ah, yes, France. Anyway, 4th base barely saturated. He's getting gas here because, again, gas starved is our Zerg player. He's going for lurkers and mutalisks, yo. So Piano not really ever really gonna get a second base here, man. It's just not happening. It is not in the cards for you, dude. Maybe the sickest irradiate of all time. Oh, these lurkers are such a problem. Yeah, all right. Back it up. Just back it up. We saw those lurkers burrow, and the mutas all died. But there's no answer to these lurkers. The tanks have siege mode yet? I'm not convinced they do. Target the lurkers. Target them. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Hold the high ground with our tanks that don't have siege mode. Because siege mode is on the way. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. So, yeah, this is Piano just paying for his early aggression, and that did not do enough. It didn't. Sure, he pulled some drones off the line, but he didn't kill this base. He didn't kill a lot of the drones. Maybe he killed 3 of them. Not enough. A bunch of his Marines died. His attack lost all of its steam. And then he just never was able to get a second base. And if you just don't have a second base against a Terran, or against a Zerg, against anyone, and you don't kill their bases, then you're just going to have a bad time. Once again, trying to drop up here. I don't know. I guess siege mode is almost done. This is pretty good timing from Piano. Is this going to work out for him? Yeah, these drones evacuate the 3rd, so that's a small victory. But this is a problem. This is a lot of lings. They don't have any upgrades. The lurkers, let's see, don't have any upgrades either. Correct. Who has time for Okay, he's working on upgrades, but hold the line, boys. Hold the line. Tanks trying to come, or hiders trying to come up a ramp where there are tanks. Lurkers are just like, yeah, we don't really care about your tanks. There are not enough of them to be scary. The scans, there are not a lot of scans available. Where'd that science vessel go? It must have gotten picked off. There's a second base here from Terror, but he does not have any use for it whatsoever, does he? No. No, not at all, lads. Okay, so, yeah, I mean, it's 60 to 48 supply. I don't know. Like, the Terran's not dead. He's completely shutting down this 3rd base. You can lift this command center and land it here if he ever cleans this up, which is not easy at all. Man, Hydras, though. Ah, missile turret killing a Scourge is a cool thing. That's nice. All right. Wait, do the mutas have upgrades? I don't have armor upgrades anyway. These guys are rallying possibly to their deaths. Piano holding on. Everything's on fire. He kills the 3rd base of Terror, but Terror has another 3rd base over here he can go to. Not too bad. It's still a 1 versus 3 base. Not ideal. And there's just not enough army here at all for Piano. Like, he's doing his best from an opening that did not work for him. So you got to appreciate that. Dropship gets killed. Sure, high ground tank is neat. But then you can't get out of there, and then lurkers are just like, joink! From the low ground to the high ground, baby. Overlord providing that vision on the high ground position here. So Piano is fighting his heart out. He's got a second base now, but for how long? Well, these incoming lurkers would say, not long at all, actually. He's not going drops, is he? No, he's just grouping up. He's just grouping. Siege tanks, Marines. There's nothing else here to kill but lurkers. Well, there's just not a tank Marine is actually usually really good against this. And sure, all the lurkers are dying. Yes. And it's 60 to 54 supply. Hold on. Piano's got a second base rolling. He handled that attack. He had the right stuff for it anyway. He's got +1 attack on his Marines. He's got stim. He's got the range upgrade. I mean, there's not a ton of army here for Terror either, dude. Piano. Is there a path? Is there a path forward here for Piano? I really don't see it, but I'm not a professional. I'm not. Scourge tried to pick off that science vessel. No. Say the Marines. Not allowed. You're not getting that one. Get out of my house. Queen's Nest on the way. Bunch of lurkers, bunch of lings here. No Dark Swarm, obviously, because we don't even have a Queen's Nest yet. So this is weird. This is a definitely interesting game for sure. I feel like this is going to be... I don't know. It's going to be a bit of a shorter game compared to usual, probably, and I guess we'll see, though, right? Because, look, this fourth base down here for Terror is awesome. He's got the left spawn as well as its natural, so it's a 4-base versus a 2-base. This is it, man. This is make or break. This is Piano being like, okay, we move out. We got Marines, we got tanks. We got +1 on our dudes. We're not working on upgrades other than that. We're going to make some fire bats in case there's a lot of lings. And here comes the Swarm jumping right on top. Marines attacking. Lurkers are burrowing in melee range, though, and that's never a good thing. And everybody dies. Terror controls that perfectly. That's a GG, and Terror is your winner in, what, 17 minutes and 16 seconds. On the nose. Yeah, okay. So that was good. That was, I don't know, Piano holding on fairly well, honestly. Like, not too bad. Considering his early attempt to kill Terror failed. I wonder if this was one of those things where, like, you know, one of those things where you're going up against someone who's just a lot better than you are. And this is Piano going up against Terror. And he's like, okay, if I kill him fast, the odds are better of me winning the game, right? The longer the game goes on, the worse your chances are of beating someone who is significantly better than you, is how it works in StarCraft. So that was him just going for it. And then it didn't work. And then he was like, okay, well, shoot. Terran's pretty good at turtling up. And he just didn't get a second base in time. And Terror was able to get onto 4 bases. And sure, he lost this third over here. But that wasn't the worst thing in the world because he'd already expanded over here, which I think our guy Piano probably knew. And one Carapace was upgraded there. So, yeah, like I said, a couple of upgrades happening here from Terror. Just not super focused on it because it's only 17 minutes. So, GG. Well done there from Terror. And what do we got here? 82,000 points from our guy Terror. 67,000 from Piano. Got outproduced by the Zerg by a bunch. Killed about the same, but this is it. Getting outproduced and killing the same is not going to work out for you generally. Buildings raised 4 to 2, and then just getting outspent because he was on 1 base for so long. I'm actually surprised it's this close, considering Piano was effectively on 1 base forever. The fact that he's even over 50% of the income that Terror has in this game is kind of crazy. So well done. So well done there. GG. GG for our guy Terror, and that's going to be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.